Hi, good morning all.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I hope screen is visible, right? Now screen
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you. So we'll go to the next topic, that is the SQL operators overview. So what do you mean by this SQL operators here? It is going to help us to access the data and returns the result based on the operators functionality over here. So those are called as the SQL operators here. So under the SQL operators, we are having 5 types of operators here. So first it is the arithmetical operator. Next it is the logic operators over here. So next is the relational operators. Fourth one is the special operators here, and fifth one it is the set operators. So under the set operators, we'll be using with the union or intersect and minus here. So along with the operators like arithmetical operators or logical, relational, special here, previously we came across some syntaxes where we used some operators like AND operator we used, IN operator we used, right? So those are called as the operators over here. So relational operators are nothing but, so where we are going to use it with a greater than is equals to, lesser than is equals to. So those are called as the relational operators here. Okay, so coming into the first one, that is the arithmetical operators. So arithmetical operators, so arithmetic we all know, right? It is used to do the mathematical functions over here. So it's used to do the, otherwise we can tell like it is also used to do the arithmetical calculations over here, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division here. So those are called as the arithmetical operators here, right? So next we are having this dual. What do you mean by dual here? What is dual? We previously came across dual tables, right? It's a dummy table.
Table.
Yes, it's a dummy. So it is a dummy table. It is going to consist of one row and one column here. We can also tell like it's a predefined table in Oracle over here. So under this predefined table, so it is used for do the calculations over here, right? It is also used for doing the testing functions over here for predefined and the user-defined functionalities here under this dual, right? So to view this dual table, what is the syntax we can use? To view the dual table, what will be the syntax? How to view the dual table? You are having dual. Dual is a dummy table or is a predefined table over here. How we will check the dual? If I want to view the structure of the dual table, or if I want to view the dual table.
Desk dual.
Desk dual. So description dual. So where it is going to give you the structure. So when you want to find a particular table, what is the syntax we follow? It's a simple syntax, right? If I want to check the table, I'll write a select clause, like select star from the table name. Same way here, select star from dual. So automatically what happens here? It's going to show you one row and the one column only. To view the data of the dual table. So that is the syntax we are following. So select star from dual. So it is going to show the table over here. So if you want to find the structure of the dual, so as you told, it is the disk dual over here. So you can able to find the structure of the dual. So it is the dummy table and the data type it is varchar2 and it is the one character over here, right? So just a small interaction of the dual here. Okay, I want to use this dual here. Okay, so where previously we used one example, so we came across some 2 examples, 3 examples, we came across this. So when I'm using this arithmetical calculation, what happens here? When I'm using it under dual. So select 2 plus 8 from dual. How it will give the output here? Dual is a dummy table. It consists of
10.
one column and one row. So how many times I can able to see that output?
Only once.
Only once, right? Only once. When we're using a dual table is it is only one row and one column. So when we're using it under dual, it is going to show the any arithmetical calculation you can use. So in this, we are doing the addition over here. So it shows only one time. If I'm going to use it in the table, so you can able to see the difference here. We'll enter this first 2 queries over here, and then we'll enter the last one here. This is the first query, first 2 queries over here. So we'll enter the last query over here. So where we are selecting the select a salary column over here and salary into 12 where we are mentioning like it's a multiplication over here, where we are giving the alias name here, okay. Again, salary plus 10, where you're telling like addition, salary minus 100, where is the subtraction over here from EMP table. So now what happens here? When you're using the arithmetical calculation directly into the table. So first you observe with a dual table over here. Okay. So obviously, as you said, you will get the output like 10 over here. So 2 plus 8, 10. From dual means it is give you only once. Same way your next syntax over here, it is going to give you 90 here. So whereas in our table, how many times we can see the records here? Only one time, or how many records we are having in a table. Suppose it is a 15 records means I can able to see 15 times over here. How it will calculate now? When we're using this arithmetical calculation inside the table, inside your base table over here. So what type of output we will get now? First, it will show the salary column, right? So next column will be salary into 12 over here. So next column is salary plus 10. Again, salary minus 100 here. So how it will consider? So this is my salary table. This is my EMP table. So in under that, I'm taking the salary column over here. So how it will consider here? Whether it will consider for the first one or it will consider for the entire salary over here, how it will consider this arithmetical operators here. For each and
For
every
each record,
salary,
it will.
for each record,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can able to get, right?
Yes,
For
yes.
each record, when you're using this, you can able to see, this is your salary column. So why we mention the salary column? Not to get confused. What is the exact salary over here? So our salary is 22,900. So where you are multiplying, doing the multiplication over here into 12. So that is a multiplication, another column over here. So addition and subtraction, right? If you're going to use it, like select sal and sal into multiplication, again sal plus addition over here, sal minus 100 from dual over here. Now what happens here? You're giving directly this dual table.
Only one record will. Only one record.
Only
it
one
will.
record. How it will consider the one record over here? We didn't give anything over there. So what happens in that case here? So salary, the salary column belongs to only the
Yeah,
EA
yeah.
table, but
Yes,
we
yes.
don't have any particular column like salary in our dual table, right? So obviously what happens there? We are using the numbers over there. You can see the difference, right? So if you are having that particular column, for example, we are having in our EMP table, so you are mentioning this EMP table and you are executing. So now what happens according to the salary column, it is calculating the multiplication, it is calculating the addition, and it is calculating the subtraction over here, right? So where we can use your arithmetical operations in the table. So in previous example, I mentioned like select 2 plus 8 from dual. So what happens here? It shows only one record. It shows one record like 10. So instead of writing dual, I'm writing the table name. Now what happens in that case? Directly I'm mentioning the table. So whether it will give me the record one time or in my table I'm having 15 records. According to that, it will give us the output here. How it will consider? So here in my table, I'm having 15 records, right? So instead of using dual, I'm using my table name. So whether it will give the output once or 15 times.
I think it shows error.
It will show error. Why it will show error? This is the arithmetical operator. We are using addition over here. So instead of using your dual, you are using your EMP table, your base table over here. So that base table containing 15 records, right? So whatever output it is executing, it will execute 15 times over here when you're not using this dual, right? So according to our concept, this is wrong. So why this is wrong? If you want this output to be if you have the requirement like how many rows you are having, that much output you want, then in that case you can use the table name. But I need only output only once. So where we're using this dual here, right? You can able to see the difference, right? Same way, you are mentioning like a 2 plus 8, not only EMP table. Suppose you're mentioning your department table over here. Under our department table, how many rows we are having? Any idea about it? Under our department table. This is our department table, right? So in EMP table and department table, here we are having 4 rows over here. So here, instead of writing EMP table, you are using your department table over here. So now what happens? How many rows we are having in that particular table, that much times you will get the output here without using dual, right? Any doubts in this? Anybody having any doubts? So where we are using only the arithmetical operators here, not only in our EMP table. In any table, any base table you want, you can use your arithmetical operator. How we are going to use according to the column. Suppose it's the invoice amount column over there. So where you are going to do the multiplication from the PO underscore headers all table, that also you can use here, right? I hope it is clear, right? Using these arithmetical operators here. So coming into the next function, next operator, like it is the NVL. So previously we came across this NVL. Do we have one idea about this NVL over here? Under update, we came across NVL functionality. So what do you mean by this NVL? Any idea about it?
Null.
Null, I mean, it will replace that null value, right?
Null.
Replace the null value. Exactly. It is used to replace the null value with the substitute value over here. So substitute value where we are given like we are given the syntax over here, like it's the NVL expression 1 and expression 2 over here. So the NVL function accepts two agreements over here. If our expression 1 is null, then NVL2 function, and then it returns this expression 2 over there, right? If our expression 1 is not null, then NVL function returns expression 1 only. So what do you understood in this? In this, it is the operator. NVL, it is the operator over here. So where it is used to replace the null value with the substitute value over here. Okay. In our table. So I hope in our table, just 1 second. This is our EMP table, right? So in our EMP table, you will be having only one, you are having only one null over here. Only one null you are having here. Okay, I want to replace this null. I want to replace this column, this null value. I want to give one value into it. So where we are using this NVL functionality over here. So how we are using this? This is a select query, simple select query over here. So where I'm selecting, first I'm selecting the salary column and the commission column over here. I'm selecting the two columns over here. Okay. So next I'm using this NVL. So under NVL, this is expression 1 and this is expression 2 over here. Okay. So where I mentioned commission over here, comma 0. So what happens to this commission, comma 0 over here? NVL, it is going to replace the null value over there. So if it is already having the commission, the 0 will not be replaced. If the commission is null, it will be replaced to 0, right? It will be replaced to 0 or not when we're using this NVL. So
Yes,
that is a concept you should understand how you can able to. So here you can able to see. So first I'll show with the NVL functionality along with the expression 1 and expression 2 here. Okay. So salary you are having 22,900. Commission column is null. I want to replace this commission column, not only 0. If I'm going to give 100 also okay. But my concept here is if I'm having the commission, if I'm having any value like a 0 or 100, any value into it, then it should show me only the commission. If it is having only null, then it replaces this value. Obviously, right? So here, so now we can able to see what happens in this case here. Again, I will execute here. So what happens here now? So we are having the commission column null over here. So you're using NVL commission comma 100. So only one entry only one null we are having. Obviously, it has been replaced to 100 over here, right? Any doubts in this? So just we use only NVL. Without using NVL function, we cannot replace the null value. So if you're using update also, how you will update? You are mentioning like commission plus 100. So already if you're having a commission only, 100 will be updated. If you don't have any commission, how 100 will be updated? It will be updated or not? You'll be having a doubt also. Why we cannot update the commission column? So if you want also, you can check. So how we can update? So if you want, you just update the null column. We are having one null over here, right? So update this commission, this null into 100. So using update. So anyone wants to try this? You'll be having a doubt also why we cannot use this DML operation, right? So you can use, so you can just try to execute using update command. you just try to update this null into 100. So how we can use here? Usually we will use our DML operation update over. How we will use the update here? So where we are, anywhere any confusion here, just I'm showing you. Okay, update. What is the syntax for the updating particular
Set.
column?
Update that commission table. I mean, update EMP.
Update EMP, set commission
Set
is equals to
commission NVL. Commission equal to NVL.
commission is equals to NVL. Okay, without using NVL. So just check without using NVL, update this, and then you use NVL over here without using NVL. So why
Commission
we
is
are
equal
using
to
it
null.
now? Commission is equals to 100. We can mention commission is equals to 100 or set commission is equals to commission plus 100 here. This is our concept, right? When we are giving 100, what happens? Commission is equals to 100. So I want to update only one particular employee number, like for the Smith
Where
only,
commission is equal to null.
where commission is equals to null. Where commission is null. So you're using like where commission is null. Okay. So update the EMP table where commission is equals to null over here. So now what happens here? One row has been updated. You mentioned like set commission is equals to commission plus 100 where commission is null. So what happens here? What we should change here? Otherwise, we should change any condition over here where commission is not null or commission is null.
Where employee number is good.
We have to mention an employee number, right?
You can mention according to your, you can also mention the condition. You can mention the employee number also. Where employee number is equals to 7369 you are mentioning. Okay. So one row has been updated. So now what happens here? We mentioned particular employee number also. It is showing as one row has been updated. So how it has updated here? So using update.
No, I think we can have to use both, right? I mean, where commission is null and employee number is equal to 736. Likewise, we need to use.
If we are using one particular condition over here, so this goes under this employee number 7369, we are having only one entry. We don't have double entry. If you have a double entry, in that case, if you have commission there, one commission we are having value, another commission you have null, there you can mention extra, you can add your extra condition over here. So now in this, in this update, how we can use? We want, you will be having idea about it. With the update also we can update the particular column, right, using without using NVL. So how is it possible? Is it possible here? So update table set commission is equals to commission plus 100 over here. So where EMP table we mention one particular employee number. So it shows as the one row updated. So what is updated? Nothing has been updated here, right? So if you want to change the if you want to change any condition over here, it is not possible for us to replace this null, right? So without in the update also you cannot able to replace this null. So if I want to replace this null, we are using this functionality like NVL over here. So where commission comma, which column it is? Commission comma 100 you are giving. This is our value we are giving. Instead of writing null, I want this particular output, this null column to be updated as 100 over here. So where we are using NVL commission comma 100. So wherever we are having commission, so here you can able to see while executing this query here. So salary we are having, commission you are having the second one. So commission we are having 2000. So obviously what happens when you are having the commission? So it shows you the output 2000 only. When in this 2000 if you are having null, it will update as 100, right? So now you can able to see this particular next row like NVL commission comma 100. So wherever it is null, it has been 100, it has been added over here, right? So next one. So next we are using again another functionality arithmetical operator over here. So where you are giving salary plus commission. So now what happens to the salary plus commission over here? What will be the next output for this particular column? Salary plus commission. How it will execute? Any doubts in this? Up to that, up to this, it is clear, right? Up to this, we executed. So up to this, we executed, and this is the output over here. One more column we are having like salary plus commission. So what is the salary plus commission over here? So it is 22,900 plus null. So what will be the next value over here? Salary plus null. Whether it is null or the salary here.
Null.
Null only. Yes, obviously it is null only. So when it is null, it will give you the output as null only. So in this next column, you can able to see here like null. So next again, salary plus commission. What will be your second row value here? 24,700 plus 2,000 over here. It will add, right? Salary plus commission. So it will add these two columns and it will give you the fourth column over here. Again, coming into your fifth column. So in your fifth column, it is salary plus NVL commission, comma 0. So how it will consider now? Salary plus
23,000.
23,000. It will consider 23,000, right? How it will consider 23,000? Already we calculated this NVL commission, comma 100 over here. Okay, we mentioned 100. Already we calculated this NVL commission, comma 100. So this is that value along with the salary. So obviously this column and this column added, it will give you that output, right? Any doubts in this? So you can able to check the output here. So salary column, commission column. NVL column, we use NVL over here, NVL operator here. So wherever it is null, it will be updated as 100 over here. So next again, salary plus commission. This column along with the commission column. So 22,900 plus null, obviously it is null only. Again, coming into the second one, 24,700 plus 2,000, it is 26,700 here. So coming into your third column. So your fifth column, sorry, this is your fifth column, right? So it is salary plus NVL commission, comma 100 here. So you are not going to calculate again NVL commission, comma 100. Already you calculated NVL commission, comma 100. So what is the value here? It is 100. So salary, already you are having the salary column like 22,900. So this plus this column, first column and the second column, you will get the fifth column like 23,000 here. So any doubts in this? So in this, you are having entirely, you are having like values. Now you are having all the values over here. Okay. So now if I want to use this NVL function over here again, I'm going to use this NVL function again, like I'm having the values into it. Okay. So if I'm going to use the NVL function, how it will consider now? Already it is having the value over here. Okay. So if I'm going to use again NVL function, how it will consider?
It will not update anything.
It will not update. Suppose I'm giving 200 over here. I'm giving, sorry, 200 I'm giving here. Here also I'm giving 200. The same thing I'm mentioning here. So now what happens in this case here? Already executed. Again, I'm executing like NVL commission, comma 200 over here. So now what happens in this case here? It is not saving in my table, right? So again, it is showing this 200 only. So how to save that NVL? How to save that value into the table over there?
Using save point,
Using commit.
commit,
Commit.
save point,
So now you use
save point.
save point. So save point, where we use save pointer. It's a TCL command. Don't get confused. TCL command is a TCL command over there. So when we are using this DML operations only, we can use those TCL command. Like rollback. When you want to roll back, that time you are going to set one save point. When you use the TML operations like insert, update, delete, for that only you're setting that save point. Using that save point, you're using the rollback over there. Right.
Okay.
So it is
Yeah.
understand, right? So
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
you are using the rollback, you want to use this rollback for save point here. We are using under DML operations only, right? So here we are using like select the particular select statement you are given. So can we give commit here directly?
No.
Why no? Why no? Why we cannot give commit over here? So again, I given commit over here. I gave commit, I written one select statement over here. I gave commit, automatically you can see commit has been completed. But if I check the table also, see I'm not getting the output, any output, I'm not getting any output. Why I'm not getting? But I want the value to be saved in my commission column. How I can save the value? Any value I can save.
We have to update the value.
Update the value. How we will update the value here? We gave commit, it also saved, but what happens in the table? It is not making any changes over there, right? It is not making any changes over here. So how to change this particular column? How to change this null into 100? How we can make changes? We can add, we can update this particular column. Instead of null, we want 100, we should add here. Okay, just
Using NVL only we can able to have.
using NVL, okay, using NVL, we are executing. See, your NVL, we are using select salary column, commission column, NVL. So commission comma 200, we are given everything over here. So obviously what happens here?
Yeah, without NVL we can't update, no?
Without NVL, we can't, without NVL, we
No,
can't
no,
able to update.
we can't replace. Yeah, we can't update the null
We
value.
can't replace the null value, okay. But I want to update. But I want to do the update in my table. Previously, we came across one example over there. So using this NVL,
Directly.
we came across. So can we use here update EMP set commission is equals to NVL over here, and can we use this commission plus 100 in our where EMP number is equals to 7369 over
Yes,
here?
yes.
Can we use this?